Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Baina Midday News, coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. I'm Khadija Kubra Kailani. Coming up, government allocates 8 billion relief package for farmers hit by drought. Also, CAT received highest disbursement in NHIA's 1 million Ghana cedis paid to hospitals for free dialysis program. And in some international stories in Niger, torrential rains cut off Niamey from the rest of the country. Remember, the news is also live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us. Now, starting off with some health stories. The National Health Insurance Authority has made payment totally 1 million Ghana cedis to hospitals under free dialysis intervention of the health insurance scheme. This includes advance payment for September and arrears for the months of July and August 2024.
The Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Efia Kwanta Regional Hospital, Ho Teaching Hospital, Tamale Teaching Hospital, and Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Out of the 6 health facilities, the Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital received the highest amount of 186,670 in the latest disbursement. With the fund disbursement, it is expected that all patients who may have paid out of pocket during the month of July and August will be fully reimbursed according to the approved amount for the various categories. Since the inception of the program in June, accessibility of dialysis services for patients has increased in various regions of the country. The program of the NHIA ensures patients aged below 18 and those above 60 years will receive all 8 free dialysis sessions per month, with persons aged 19 to 59 years receiving 2 dialysis sessions per month, except those at the Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital. Adult patients aged 19 to 59 receiving treatment at Kolebu Teaching Hospital will receive a subsidy for 2 dialysis sessions per month, meaning the NHIA will cover 50% of the cost of the 2 sessions.
Away from health, the Finance Minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, has announced that the government has set aside 8 billion Ghana cedis to provide relief and mitigative measures for farmers affected by the recent dry spell. Speaking on the crisis, he acknowledged that while the response may not completely neutralize the impact of the drought, it will play a significant role in stabilizing the situation.
According to Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, the government is working to raise approximately $500 million, equivalent to 8 billion Ghana cedis, to fund the crisis response program. The relief package includes cash transfers and the distribution of food and other essential items to the affected farmers. To ensure transparency and fairness, a technical task force comprising the Ministries of Finance and Food and Agriculture will oversee the distribution of these relief items. Dr. Amin Adam detailed the funding sources for the relief effort, explaining that 2.5 billion Ghana cedis will come from the contingency fund, while development partners will provide 2.4 billion Ghana cedis. He highlighted that the support from the World Bank will specifically be used for cash transfers and the provision of farming inputs.
Also, the government has announced an immediate ban on the export of key grains including maize, rice and soybean. This is in response to the ongoing dry spell that has devastated agricultural production in 8 regions. According to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Acheampong, these measures will ensure food security within the country.
Mr. Brian Acheampong made this declaration during a press briefing on August 26th. He said the ban, which takes immediate effect, is essential to ensuring the availability of critical crops such as maize, rice, and soybean on the local market until the situation normalizes. The decision comes on the heels of alarming reports revealing that 435,822 farmers have already lost an estimated 3.5 billion Ghana cedis in investment due to the prolonged dry conditions. The affected crops include staples such as maize, rice, groundnut, soybean, sorghum, millet, and yam. With these regions contributing about 62% of the country's grain supply, the government's move seeks to patronize domestic consumption and prevent a potential food crisis. The minister also outlined support measures for farmers impacted by the ban. He urged them to engage with local agricultural officers.
Meanwhile, the Peasant Farmers Association is not pleased with the ban on the export of key grains including maize, rice and soybean. The association says the government took the decision without the input of farmers.
The concern comes after the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Acheampong, announced the ban on these grains. According to him, this measure will ensure food security within the country. Mr. Acheampong's directive comes in response to the ongoing dry spell that has devastated agricultural production in 8 regions. But speaking to the media in Accra on August 26th, the president of the Peasant Farmers, Bismarck Owusu-Nortey, said the government decided without their input. He said farmers were key stakeholders in the sector and it would have been right that they are consulted so they could contribute to finding a lasting solution. Mr. Nortey indicated that often demand and supply determine the prices of grains on the market. However, this ban will force farmers to sell their produce at cheap prices to prevent produce from spoiling in their barns.
And in other stories, President Akufo-Addo has broken ground for the Accra-Tema motorway extension project aimed at enhancing the capacity and efficiency of the motorway. This is the first major attempt by any government to upgrade the motorway since it was commissioned in 1965 by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Speaking at the ceremony, President Nana Akufo-Addo noted that since the motorway was commissioned by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in 1965, the highway has served the nation's development for nearly 6 decades. He highlighted that the road currently carries an average of 45,000 vehicles per day, proving its importance. However, he stressed that the time has come for its renewal to continue serving the people of Ghana and future generations. The Minister for Roads and Highways, Francis Asenyo Boache, also outlined the phases and the sections of the project. The Greater Accra Regional Minister, Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover, appealed to the contractors to involve the youth from the surrounding communities in the project, noting that many of them possess valuable skills that can be utilized.
Now let's do some politics. President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has cautioned that a vote for John Dramani Mahama and the National Democratic Congress in the upcoming December 7 elections will lead Ghana back to a period of underdevelopment and hardship. That Mahama and the NDC have nothing new to offer the country and urge Ghanaians to reject them at the polls. Speaking during the sword-cutting ceremony for the expansion of the Tema motorway, President Akufo-Addo emphasized that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the best candidate to lead Ghana's development and ensure continued progress. He said Ghana is going forward with Dr. Bawumia and not going back to the era of stagnation and non-performance. Away from the MPP, the National Democratic Congress has written the Electoral Commission demanding an emergency meeting to discuss the voters' exhibition exercise. Signed by the NDC's General Secretary Fifi Korte noted that the meeting is to discuss various serious discrepancies discovered during the ongoing 2024 voter exhibition exercise. The party says an analysis of the provisional voter register reveals many discrepancies that need urgent attention. The exercise commenced nationwide on Tuesday, August 20, and is expected to end on Tuesday, August 27. And now on the international front, a week after devastating floods swept through Ndonga Tare, a village just 15 kilometers from Niamey, the landscape remains carried. The relentless rains have left a trail of destruction, reducing home to rubble and leaving a path of devastation in their wake.
The main road to the capital has been split in two, while two other roads are submerged. As a result, Niamey is cut off not only from the interior but also from essential goods like fuel. According to the commercial director of Sinodep, Mazu Abubakar Omani, since Sunday, all routes have been cut off, including all supply routes due to the location of the Niamey depot on the Sore Plateau. There are rations at the gas stations that still have fuel. People have to rush through to get some. Fuel has been unavailable for 4 days. The authorities were forced to restore these routes a few hours ago to resupply the capital. Since last June, floods have caused nearly 200 deaths in Niger and caused significant material damage. These heavy rains have also led to a shortage of certain goods following the deterioration of roads.
And now in sports, Nigerian-born Napoli striker Victor Osimhen futures is still uncertain as rumors swirl about where he will move next. After 4 seasons at Naples, it appears that top clubs are not rushing to sign up despite expectations that they would queue up to nab him.
With the transfer deadline day in sight, there is still talk about the possibility of a move to Chelsea. The British club had balked at the idea of paying about $130 million demanded by Napoli's owner, but at least one English newspaper is reporting that talks appear to be ongoing still between the two clubs. To complicate matters, the Saudi Pro League club Al Ahly reportedly submitted close to $73 million offer on Sunday, and it is being reported that Paris Saint-Germain are also part of discussions to get the 25-year-old player, but they also don't agree on the financial terms demanded by Napoli's owner, who has been adamant about receiving the full amount of the Nigerian's release clause, with an exit expected shortly. Osimhen has not been playing for Napoli so far this season.
And this is all we have for you in our midday. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Tukubura Keilani. Have a good afternoon.